Today we're going to walk through a PowerPoint presentation showing how LinkedIn can be used for outreach for service providers. The campaign goal is to basically help you grow your business by attracting more clients and referrals for LinkedIn. There's a strategy and the implementation. The strategy is to use the advanced search tools inside LinkedIn Sales Navigator to build different types of custom audiences who we're going to do outreach to. The implementation is we take one profile, we modify the profile, and then we start building custom audiences related to that profile and do outreach to them. And the idea of building the relationship over here is 3 steps. 1 is connecting with people to get new first-tier connections. 2 is message them. And 3 is publish content through LinkedIn Pulse and through your status updates in order to grow your name recognition, because all your first-tier connections will see it on their feed. Here's the 7-step process that we utilize to do a direct outreach campaign, and I'm going to go through the 7 steps right now. The first one is called audience targeting. This is just an example of an audience analysis in LinkedIn, and the idea is we start with a planning session to figure out what's your business all about. Who are your clients? Who refers you business? Why are you so good at what you do? And then we want to identify 3 sets of audiences: the potential clients, referral sources, and people that actually could share your content. And we're also going to look at your competitors to see what they're doing that's working. And the goal is to position you as an authority and a leader in the industry. Number 2 is we're going to go to your LinkedIn account. We're going to help you set up Sales Navigator. It's a premium account. Once you're there, you'll see this is an example of the search navigation screen. And this is how you find people to target. So this is just an example of a custom audience of 4,744 people that are in the United States. They're owners and partners, and they have something to do with Indian manufacturing. It's just an example, and if you look at the videos on our YouTube channel, you'll see different ways that you can utilize the search functionality. The third thing we're going to do is we're going to design your LinkedIn page. We'll work with you using a shared cloud-based design tool so you can see the mock-ups and make comments right there. We'll have a new banner for you. We'll work on your profile outline, your history, all that kind of stuff, so that when people see the outreach and they come to your page on LinkedIn, it's going to totally mesh together. Number 4 is we're going to initiate a social content calendar, and we're going to fill up your social profiles with information that could be stuff we write for you. It could be memes, videos, all these different things on here. This is an optional thing. You don't necessarily have to do it, but if you want a comprehensive social media outreach campaign, this is an important step. And you can post once a day, 3 times a week, once a week, all up to you, and obviously it's budget dependent. So number 5, this is the heart of everything. What do we actually do? How do we build your Rolodex and nurture relationships and grow your name brand recognition? It's very simple. We write in a connection invitation. We send it to 70 people a day. A certain percentage of them are going to connect back with you. We then send a thank you for connecting letter that's custom written. And then on a monthly basis, we'll send a newsletter inside LinkedIn to your first tier connections. And this is all included. You don't have to pay extra money to do this. It's one of the unknown things in Navigator that is included. Number 6 is community building. Let's assume that you want to be positioned as an authority. One of the ways you can do that is by starting a community where you simply aggregate people together that have a shared common demographic or psychographic or interests. So here we've built a dentist and medical billing company group. The idea of building a group is actually quite simple because we're aggregating people, as I said, and this is an example of how I started looking for people that, for example, have dentist here and billing and Los Angeles in their profile. And then we reach out to them and say, hey, besides connecting with us, why don't you join this group that I put together? Because the odds are if they're a medical billing professional, it'd be very natural for them to join a group of like-minded people. And then you have the opportunity as the owner of the group to send out newsletters and do other things that keep building the know, like, trust, refer relationship life cycle, which is something that I learned from my provisors network. And eventually, as you keep doing this, you can become established as even more of an authority. So the last of steps of number 7 is buying advertising to supplement everything that you're doing to grow relationships. So for example, Facebook pay-per-click ads is an option where we can take your own email list, for example, and build a lookalike audience and grow your relationships that way. And there's an opportunity possibly even to take the LinkedIn connections and using a third party to find out the email addresses of those people, feed that into Facebook, and then start advertising to the people directly in Facebook. And then the last section here is called remarketing. The minute that somebody comes to your website, for example, if you're putting a cookie on them, you can then have advertising on other websites that brings them back to your website. That's called remarketing. And that's the whole process of using LinkedIn to do outreach. And here's a step-by-step description of how we put it all together. And here you go. And then the last step is just one piece, is that there is a piece of software that's involved with this. That software costs $1,500 a year. Otherwise, most of the steps that we take care of for you are done directly through an Amazon server in the cloud. And that's it.